Let's see. There we go. Hello, everybody! We are getting going here for... Let's make sure everything's saved correctly, because if it didn't, that was bad. Alright. ARCSOA 2721 Main. Or ARCSOA Main. Alright. Let's see what the qualifying orders... Alright. Not sure what that was about, but we had a little streaming snafu there. Hopefully it has fixed itself. My apologies. I got a little update about that. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Ingrid Hadeland and Carter Fitzgerald on the front row. That's an impressive front row lineup there. Wouldn't have expected that with... Wow, the top four... Let's see here. All the way through 7th position, they were all in the one-off session. All the full-timers did not qualify well here. Or all the ones that were locked in did not qualify well today. And that's going to be a big factor, I think, today. Is, look at this. Hadeland, Fitzgerald, Morse, Michaels, Pliskin, Perkins, Speeds, and there's Freeze, the first car. Only one car in the top 10 was from the actual session there. One car in the top 10 was locked into the race. I see Ryan is on the chat right now. Anybody else on the chat? I'm not sure. So, outside of that, should be a good race here. The Ohio Motor Speedway is one of the smallest tracks on the schedule all year. Also, if your name is Jared Vershagen in the comments, please put whether or not you're interested in the Silver Speed ride for Season 28. Silver Speed has offered you the second driver position there, so you might want to comment that. I know you're not on the Discord, so that's why I'm making this clear right now. Who are your picks to win this race, everybody? In the chat, we've got a minute. We've got 162 seconds remaining. Who are your picks to win this event? It is a .473 mile short track. Who are your picks to win it? Any questions on that? Roy, hopefully. Well, that's going to take a lot, although he is starting 10th. That's an important thing there. So Rich Roy wants his own driver to win, his namesake. Obviously, I think everybody would like their namesake to win this race. I don't have my namesake in this. He's only a part-timer, so... Cody or Perkins? Well, where's Lamas starting? Lamas is all the way back... I don't even know where Lamas is in here. I missed it. Oh, 12th. Okay. Pericles. Carter Fitzgerald. Not with the luck that team's had. I don't think they're going to be... just saying this. And I know Ryan's watching. I can mess with him a little bit on this. Cars are fast, but the luck has never been there for that team. And this should be a short race. It's only 125 laps. I decided to shorten it a little shorter than what it normally would be. Simply because there's going to be qualifying tonight, and I didn't want everybody getting out of here way too late, so... Yeah, that's a good point there. Speeds is quick on short tracks as well. Again, this is going to be one that a lot of people are going to need to... It's a race of survival, honestly. This track can be... got to be careful, you know? Got to be careful. A couple of cars in the back that didn't qualify so good in the final minute here. We got Bobby Jones back there. Sean Ard. That team tends to do really well on high power tracks. This isn't really a high power track. Beth Woodard, way down in 37th. Faber down in 34th. Where's the 5? 5 is in 17th. He's our point leader. And we're going into one of the biggest races of the season next weekend with Indianapolis. With the Indianapolis 250, it's not going to be double points this year. It will be back to double points next year. But obviously, everybody wants to win the Indianapolis crown. And after some of the test races I've run there, Indianapolis has been a really fun. The new package I'm using for Indy is really nice. So, with that being said, we got 3 seconds left before the cars roll off.
Drivers, start your engine.
And here they fire up the cars. And Ingrid Hadeland's got the pole. Any last statements from anybody in the chat before we get going? And the pace car is already pulling off immediately. And Ingrid Hadeland is going to lead the field around to the green. I think everybody's... Oh, no, Faust had his issues. That's the second one in a row that's had issues getting off the line. And we got cars that are still on pit road. And we're going to be going green here. And we are off. Very, very slow, late start. I think they were trying to wait for those cars to catch up in the back, but so far, so good. Faust, though, is already a lap down. Oh, we got a car pitting now. That's Rich Roy, I think, in the back. So there goes any chance of Roy winning this race, I think, right there. 14 brought it down pit road. What was wrong with the... Oh, he's blowing up! He's blowing up! And Rich Roy is out of the race. The moment he hit the gas, car blows up. Rich Roy is done today. Meanwhile, Hadeland's opened up a pretty big lead over Tim Morse, and Fitzgerald's falling back, but the outside is at a huge disadvantage around this track. So, that's kind of expected, to be honest. Not really indicative of Fitzgerald's speed, but got to keep that up, though. Keep an eye on to see how quickly Fitzgerald takes to get to the inside line, but look at Hadeland's speed there. Oh, we're gonna have the 20. We're gonna have the 46 coming out of the pits. 46, I think, merged okay there. Yes, she did. Gretchen Faust back in the race, but ooh, not exactly a great start for a major championship contender. 3 laps down already, so ooh, a little further back, 3 wide. That's Davidson, Oskin, and Kiterman there, as they kind of circle around this 0.477 mile short track here. Hadeland's got a big lead because I think Morse is holding up a lot of cars behind. Russ Pliskin back there. You've got Speeds back there as well. I should also mention that Dunbar and somebody else made the grid. Dunbar and, gosh, I forget now. Who was the other car that made the grid? Oh, it was Michaels. Dunbar and Michaels actually did make the grid. We did a little math snafu there. Also, Coleman, I think in one of the first starts he's made all year. But yes, as you can see now, it looks like Morse is holding a bunch of people up, and this is a very one-groove racetrack, so that's not going to make things easy there. Going to take a look here. Yeah, no yellow, because he blew up basically entering the pit road. He came down pit road, then he blew up. That's why there was no yellow flag there. So it's going to be a very, looks like now Morse is flying up the track a little, or starting to slide up the track a little bit, but maybe not so much, because now Pliskin's trying to fight back. Ooh, this is going to be a real difficult race, I think, for some drivers here, because Perkins is back there as well, and we know that that team has been fast around here. Where's the 4 car in 19th? Didn't qualify that well, but in the pre-qualifying session, he was spectacular. Again, this is going to come down to pit cycle, I think, really. This is going to be a pit cycle, pit strategy race on how you can short pit compared to everybody else, because Hadeland's lead is quite massive right now. In terms of a short track lead, but I think it's mainly because Morse isn't very quick, although Morse now is catching Hadeland a bit there. Fastest car on the track now is Perkins in the 44 car, followed by Pliskin and now Morse. So now Morse has picked up the pace a little bit there, but Perkins we can see is one of the fastest cars out there at this stage. Going down the order, Rich Roy with his 30-second lap time. Yeah, not great there. DJ Curtis, another person high up in the points, not running the greatest today. Behind Chester Lester Wester there. How that car made the grid, I don't know, but... Again, oh, Coleman is now trying the outside, or actually got passed there by Dunbar. New Dunbar got a little bit of damage from somewhere. Let's go back and take a look at that one. We're already 15 laps into this event. Where did he make contact here? Might be too far back to even really check, but a little bit of door contact there. Nothing too major. Oh, this might have been during the whole Rich Roy situation in which cars were... He already had that damage. Where did that hit? Was this before the caution? Or is this before the green? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's because Faust broke down. Ah, okay. I see now. That's where Dunbar got the damage. Meanwhile, Hadeland's already starting to catch the back of the field, so this is where the field's going to Constantina back up now. Is Hadeland now is going to get held up here by Coleman, by a couple other cars here. And that's where Morse is going to come back in, and I'm going to take a look at the chats now. Oh, the Truly train, yeah. Seeing that it's almost full circle. Horsepower isn't really too important. Yeah, this track is almost kind of like a Langhorne in a way, because the track has the shortest straightaways of any track, I think, on the ARCSOA schedule. The Ohio Motor Speedway does, so it's basically a circle, really, this track is. But looks like Hadeland has started to pick off some of the lap cars. But as we know with Ohio Motor Speedway, pit stop cycles tend to be where the cautions come out, so there is a big advantage to short pit around here, because if it stays green through it, you're very well off. But the problem then becomes cautions tend to come out in the middle of the pit cycle because of the way that the pit road is. A lot of times there's a crossover from the exit of the pit road there and the entrance of the pit road in turn 3. There's not a lot of space there in between, and there's a lot of merging issues with this track, so that can be a big problem. So here we go. Oh, we finally have Pliskin getting by Morse there for second. Morse has been moved up to the high line here. And we'll see now, because Hadeland's picking off cars left and right now. And these little flat short tracks, very interesting racing here out of them. But now Morse is falling back like a rock. But now, while Pliskin we know is fast, he's stuck behind Coleman, who is very slow and is not playing very nicely here with some of the lap cars, but he's holding his line, but just so happens that's the fastest line around the track. Got another chat in the comment here. Freight train, yeah. I see what you're talking about. Oh, looks like Pliskin was trying to dive low there, but couldn't get it done. Again, it's all dependent on how you get by some of these lap cars, and right now Pliskin has not been able to do anything of the sorts. Meanwhile, Hadeland is running away out there. Gonna lap DJ Curtis, actually. Curtis has not had a car this weekend, really, and, ooh. But again, it's gonna come down to how fast these lap cars can put Coleman to the, or how far, how quickly these lead lap cars can put Coleman on the high line, apparently. And it looks like, oh, Pliskin's getting awfully close there. Getting awfully close to being able to put him into the outside line there, but just not much you can do. It's a very challenging track to pass on, this one is. And actually, it looks like Speeds, if Pliskin is not careful, it looks like Speeds might dive underneath Pliskin to take that spot, so you're in a situation in which Pliskin's got to move. Because this lap car is really holding you up, and Hadeland is having no issues getting through lap cars, really. So, it's been a challenge, I think, here. We're already 30 laps into this race, so... Like I said, this shouldn't be too long of a race. We're only 15 minutes in. Oh, finally, it looks like Pliskin's going to try the inside of Coleman here and get by. But too little, too late there. Way too late, because now he's got to get through Miyazaki, Lester Wester, Dunbar, and then can catch up to Hadeland, but Coleman's going to fall back quite quickly here, I think, because now I actually got Michaels up into that lead group. You've got Greg Woodard up there, who's a short track king this year. And again, you just got to be real careful with how you get through these lap cars, because it looks like actually Hadeland's having a hard time with the cars in front of her, so... Ooh, Misaki's going to be a problem, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Pliskin gets underneath. Gets underneath. That's a good move there. Very good move. But now Speeds is looking underneath Pliskin. Oh, but Pliskin got a good run off the corner and slams the door on Speeds, but... 2 more cars for Pliskin to get through before he catches Hadeland. Although Pliskin's seemingly running the middle line. Maybe the tires are starting to fall off, so now he's trying to get the best run off the middle of the corner, and he seems like he's doing a good job of that. So... And now it seems like Speeds, who's maybe saved his tires a little more, has done a better job. So now, Hadeland continues to lead over Pliskin, who's held up behind the blameless car, Dunbar in between them. And that man, Perkins is looking tie for the fastest lap now between Perkins and Speeds, so... Here we go. I mean, this is typical Ohio Motor Speedway racing here. Pliskin gets by, is looking underneath the... Oh, what are you... Oh, I thought Lester Wester was going to slam the door there on the 24 there. Oh, Perkins gets by Speeds, and now Speeds is stuck behind Lester Wester. Longstocking. Oh, they're crashing. Oh, they're bumping and banging there. That could have been bad. Longstocking, he stuck the nose under there, and oh, here goes Speeds back. Maybe Speeds could slot in here between Carter Fitzgerald and Longstocking here, but wow, Speeds has got a lot. If I'm Speeds, I'm going to back off here almost and slot in behind, because you're not going to win that battle, I don't think, on the outside there. And Carter Fitzgerald's quite a ways back, got held up by the 78 there. Yeah, that's the smart thing to do. Oh, we got a car down! Vince Freeze, that's going to be a yellow flag right there. Car stopped on track. That's going to bring out the yellow. Yeah, it just looks like something broke on that car. Apparently brake problems on that car, but has forced Vince Freeze to pull off. I'm not sure why he just didn't go into the pits, but that's a yellow flag right there for Vince Freeze, so... This will re-pack up the field, apparently. Wow, this is a pretty congested pack. This pack's more congested than me on a May morning in Sandusky, Ohio. Anyway, it is now yellow flag now, so we'll see about pit stop strategies now for some of these drivers, and take a look at the chat. Yeah, yellow flag there has come out. That is... couple of cars there. If you have any questions, please fire away. Make my life easy. Okay. Here comes the leaders now down pit road. So this is where a lot of times the race can be made or lost, is on pit road here. And see, Hadeland had a car in between herself and Pliskin, so that's going to be a big advantage for Hadeland there on pit road. Big advantage there. So here comes Pliskin and Perkins. Very slow caution speed and pit road speed on this track. So here we go. We will see at the exit of pit road what happens here. Is there one on the exit of pit road? No, there isn't. So this could be interesting. I'm going to go to no car here and see who comes off pit road quickly. Oh, oops. Bumped that by mistake. And it looks like Perkins is going to be the first car off pit road. And with this track being... Oh, that's a very slow stop for Hadeland. They're only getting right to the left side. They screwed up on the right. Hadeland's going to go way down the order there. Way down the order. The rest of the field comes off pit road. And DJ Curtis is going to be the last car off of pit road out of the lead lap group. Vince Freeze is rerunning again. People who did not want to see that yellow, people who want to see that yellow, everyone but Hadeland. Yeah, you're probably right there. Now Perkins is leading this event here. And, yeah. Perkins being the fastest car on track leading, gonna be a problematic one, but again, it also comes down to that these cars will be starting on the outside and some of the lap cars will be on the inside. We've got a number of cars that are going to be a lap down on the inside line that these cars are going to have worry about here. So if somebody can get to the inside line quickly and not get held up by the lap cars... Oh, there's a okay. Oh, never mind. I forgot he's in a lap down. My apologies there. I'm like, oh, there's a problem with the 88, but... Here comes the lap down cars to come up and pull behind Freeze here. So here we go. Now, will Perkins be able to get the jump here and get to the inside? Or will somebody a little further back, or will the inside line really have the advantage here? That's going to be a big question coming up in this race. Again, how do you manage a restart here if you're like a Sean Perkins type? Because here we go. It's another... They've been really holding these restarts long here. And Perkins did not get going on that start. So Freeze is going to get a lap back, it looks like. And here we go. And oh, Pliskin gets to the inside. So it's going to be Pliskin's lead here. And, yeah, oh, but we're under yellow again. We got another incident on track, so that's going to hold that up. So Perkins actually was still the lead when the yellow came out, so... Wow, this was a little dumb. This is Tyler Thaber running into the back of his teammate on the restart, and both the Toyotas spin. Them cheating Yoders are crashing into each other. Not good for their constructors' standings right there. So Perkins did, in fact, get the lead off the start there. And now they're trying to organize the field here, I think, before the pit lane reopens. None of them should pit, but... And they all are pitting. Okay, I don't understand the point of this, but they just pitted, but we've had one lap of green, but maybe they're trying to top off on fuel, I guess. But yeah, they're coming back down pit road. Another opportunity for cars to screw up their pit stop there. And the 51 is the one we're going to need to take a look at. The 51 was all the way back to 13th after that restart. But the 51, the reason why I'm looking at that is that gives me a good view of the pit lane. Oh, there's a couple of cars that are staying out. That's going to be a smart move, I think, in the long run here. Let's go to the spectator cam here. You can get a good view here. Perkins is going to be the first one off. Oh, but Hadeland can't get it. Oh, they had to stop, and Hadeland can't get into the pit box because of that Rex Pliskin. Pliskin comes off, but I think maybe Longstocking beat Pip Longstocking beat Pliskin out. Oh my gosh, that is even worse for Hadeland. Hadeland got even more held up there because So Hadeland's going to lose even more spots there because she was trying to enter her pit box and they stopped everyone on pit road. Wow. Yeah. Let's take a look at the chat while we're under yellow. So race leader now is Quinn Kelly over Zayden Davidson. Whoops. Zayden Davidson, Benoit Lothair-Ravine, Bobby Jones, Allison Holiday, Sean Ard, DJ Curtis, Zolt Dormitory all have not pitted to top off for gas. Everybody else did. So now we're going to have a bunch of new people at the front of the field now, and we're going to see how this pit strategy plays out, if there's going to be another yellow or not, because that's going to be another big factor here. Any comments in the chat so far on the race here? We're going to take a little break from the actual coverage, but is there any comments? I guess not. Just William Brock is here. Hello, Brock. William Brock, your car is running in the wonderful position of 31st right now. I had a really bad pit stop. Hasn't been that fast on the short tracks, really. The Fords haven't been. Your teammate, again, it has been like the last... Oh, but he's up in 7th. He has been the last lead lap car, but he didn't pit, so... There's a reason why. Yeah, Brock, not doing too well today. In 37th, or 31st. Where was it? 37th. Yeah, 31st. My apologies. So we should be getting the 1 to go signal this time around for Quinn Kelly, a driver that a lot of people don't know anything about. He is a driver from Indiana, so he'll be going to his home track next weekend. And let's see who runs up on the inside now. Chase Dunbar did get his lap back from that, what was it? From that, restart there. And here comes Chester Lester Wester. He's going to lead the field. The lap cars back to the green here, and that could be good for him because there could be more cars getting back on the lead lap. So here we go. It's how quick... We know Ard's got a... Or we know Davidson is a quick driver. But is he quick enough to get to the inside really quickly? Normally, by lap 52, we don't have this many cars on the lead lap here at a short track. But, again, more chaos can always be fun to watch, right? Here we go. They're going to hold him a bit here. Green flag is out. Quinn Kelly gets a great restart. Might be able to slot down here. And that... Oh, but Lester Wester's sliding up. And that is not what Quinn Kelly wanted. And now Lester Wester is fighting back now. Oh, no. Quinn Kelly almost had them there. Had him there. But there is a gap. And if Davidson can get by the 78 Menervini car. Who's the first... lead lap car on the inside. Oh, Lester Wester slides up nearly into Kelly, but I think Kelly on the outside has cleared Lester Wester because that car is not handling well. So Quinn Kelly will lead here on this restart, but remember, has less fuel than everybody else. So if this turns into a fuel mileage race, this could be problematic. And now you've got the two lap cars fighting each other, so... That's going to really hold up some cars there. But none of these lead lap cars have really gotten to the inside. I think the first one is the 77 of the Menervini. Oh, wow. There's a car nearly in the wall up there. That's Miyazaki in Menervini nearly in the wall. Davidson gets to the inside now. Curtis is on the inside. My apologies there. Almost lapped earlier now. Fighting in the top 5 now. Here we go. Kelly's got a huge lead, though. But again, we saw this with Hadeland. The moment lap traffic can be a big factor here. Who knows? But... And the lap speeds of Kelly are not that quick. Kelly is only about running the equivalent speed of the 30th fastest car. Oh, we got contact! Oh, Miyazaki goes into the wall. We're going to have to take a look at a replay there. Somebody understeered. Somebody understeered. And it was Davidson just slides up into Misaki, and oh man, that could have been a lot worse. But luckily, it hasn't been that bad so far in this event. But DJ Curtis now has caught Davidson here. And you have to keep in mind, both these cars are faster than the leader. So they are closing in on the leader, but there is a lap car in between there. Wow, 6:10. And Dylan Speeds now has clawed his way through the pack. And now is back up. Fight. Oh, Faust! Way up high! So now we're starting to see some of these cars, really, their handling is really going off there. Lester Wester in the fence in the back. And that's Woodard back there. We got a crash! That's a yellow flag. Griffith's involved. Or Ryan Griffin's involved. And that's going to be another yellow. Lester Wester is going to go out of this event. And Griffin's got damage. We're going to have to take a look at that incident again there. Oh, we got crash! Woodard runs into the back of the slow 48 car. And now has front end damage. Doesn't look like it's much, but Woodard has some front end damage. That was rather... Excuse me there. That was rather silly there by Woodard. But now we got to go back to see what happened with Lester Wester. So what happens is Lester Wester goes wide, hits the wall, and see, Woodard never took the yellow because they threw the yellow after this, but Woodard goes to the back of the pack, so he has the opportunity to get his space back behind all these cars, right? So all these cars are taking the yellow. Woodard technically has not come across the line yet, so he can blast by all these cars. Runs into Sanders there. I mean, when you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to be careful. And then here comes right into Lamas there. That was a rather silly move as well. So, a lot of damage on Woodard's car. And now the field pits. Quinn Kelly with his rear pit box there. Is anybody going to stay out, I wonder? Or did they just Smeckledorf the entire field there? I think they did. So that was actually a really good pit call there by everybody. And this will be it. What is Ryan Griffin doing? Okay. So now we're going to take a look here on the spectator cam. And I kind of like this angle a little better. So we're going to take a look at this now. Who is going to be the first one off pit road? Quinn Kelly's already up there! Quinn Kelly is going to lead, going back green again here, so... Dylan Speed's very quick off pit road as well. So, yeah, it's... very interesting thought process there, you know? But, yeah, we are going to be going back green here pretty quick, and, oh, the Hadeland team is really doing bad on pit road. All right, let's take a look at the comments now. Yeah, Smeckledorf is a word I made up. Yeah, Woodard is a contender for the reject of the day, I think. Please vote in the comments for reject of the day. I've been forgetting to put that into the race videos, but if you want to vote for... It's kind of like Formula One's driver of the day, but we vote on the reject of the day. So please vote on your reject of the day today, and we'll see who wins it, you know? Again, very big brain move by all those cars that stayed out onto that last caution, because they have really did a big brain move by staying out a long distance there. The 11 is a lap down, Coleman's a lap down, so we're going to have to see the 11 there. Woodard has been put to toward the back of the field as well, so... Here we go. So now that we know what's going on, your driver was an idiot, Woodard. That's what happened. Greg Woodard, your namesake wasn't very smart. Here comes the lap cars around again. Now, will Quinn Kelly, who has single-handedly played this pit strategy call beautifully by not pitting, he has gotten in front of all the cars that did, the faster cars that did, but now you got Dylan Speeds, one of the fastest cars right behind you. Also, Nick Pericles up in 4th position. Go back in the replay, Woodard. You'll see what your driver was doing, but here we go with Quinn Kelly now, leading the race on a big brain pit strategy call. Let's see what's up here. Green flag is out. Another good start by Quinn Kelly. But can he clear the 11 card? Doesn't look at... Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. That 34 car was one of the slowest cars in all weekend now. And he's leading this race basically on a pit strategy move. And now the 27's going to slot into line now. But there is a lap car in between them. 84 really struggling there. The 84's got to cut down in front of the 78 right now if he can. Right now, and he does. And now the 34 continues to lead this race. But now the 27 gets by the 11. So now there is no lap cars between the rather slow Quinn Kelly car. And keep in mind, Quinn Kelly is only the 14th fastest car on the track and the 2nd fastest car on the track, that being Dylan Speeds, who is a short track king. This 84, the Nissan driver there of Zayden Davidson, has not historically been that strong on the that car isn't very strong on the short tracks, but then we got to go quite a ways down to Ard for 4th. And then there's Perkins, who has been one of the fastest cars all day, in 5th. So Nissan really looking strong here in the constructor standings as of late, but Ard and Davidson really need to get their act together and start catching up in the constructor standings, really. We don't have too long left in this season, so... And really, Speeds is not closing on Kelly. So could Quinn Kelly pull off the upset of the season and winning this race? That is a very realistic possibility here. We're past halfway in it. I mean, that's a realistic possibility here that Quinn Kelly could win this, but his lines are not nearly what I think were conventional now, and Speeds is closing in. And, oh, Davidson in the fence! And here comes the 83, now right to his teammate here. They might do a little planned swap here now. Nissan might, because Ard's car looks like it's handling better, and they want to get away from Perkins. So if they do a planned swap, then Davidson can play anchor to Perkins, and then they can hold these podium spot. But it doesn't look like they played that card well, because now Perkins is to the inside of the 84. And oh, tries to slam the door there, but Perkins gives him a little bit of the bumper there and bumps him out of the way. So now Sean Perkins takes over 4th place. But Quinn Kelly very high on the track there compared to Dylan Speeds. Again, ooh, Dylan Speeds just setting the fastest. Oh, I'm sorry. Quinn Kelly just set the fastest lap of the race. So now the 34 car on pace is the fastest car on the track. So this could be a huge upset if Quinn Kelly pulls this off, because he's been nowhere all year. And here comes Dylan Speeds. Now trying to fight back. Quinn Kelly set a really slow lap time that last time by, but now here comes Speeds. Oh, yeah, really closing in now on Kelly. Meanwhile, Perkins and Ard now have to do battle. We know Perkins has a fast car. Let's take a look at the chat here while we're racing here. Yeah, just Woodard commenting a little bit there. What do you guys think of Quinn Kelly's performance in the chat? Quinn Kelly, nobody thought he'd have a shot at this race. Oh, we got a yellow. No, it's not a yellow, but it's going to be a yellow because we got a car blowing up on track. That's Tyler Thaber. Tyler Thaber has grenaded the motor and parks it in the middle of the track. Luckily, these cars have already taken the caution flag, but Tyler Thaber has grenaded the motor now in the Toyota. I don't think they're cheating, so the fans from the South, the Southern ARC fans who want just American manufacturers, can't say that the Toyota cars are cheating. Here we go. Yeah, he just grenaded it. Nothing else to say. Right in front of Quinn Kelly there. And, yeah, Quinn Kelly got real lucky there not to get involved in a position here. And then we're going to take a look here at some of these cars, see how they get by the 80 here. There was some very interesting lines that they were taking to avoid there, but nothing too crazy. Is the pit road open now, is the next question. Now will Quinn Kelly be able to lead off of pit road? We've seen that the other Hadeland sport car has not been fast on pit road. And is anybody going to stay out is another question. Don't see anybody staying out. Is anyone going to try a big brain move there? No lead lappers are, so... We're making sure everybody gets on pit road A-okay here. And then we'll see who comes off pit road first. So the Perkins gets to his pit box. Morse is on pit road now. Where's the 34 of Kelly? Good stop so far by the Hadeland Sport team. But it's going to be Quinn Kelly, I think, going to beat them off pit road. Perkins is going to come out third. I think gained a spot there on Ard. Grainer out of nowhere. Where did he come from? Has he been up there this whole time and I just haven't noticed? Kari Fitzgerald, very slow stop there in the 60. And yeah, now they're starting to slot into where they are running right now. Oh, will the 84 beat the pace? Oh, no, the 84 is a lap down car. That's why. Oh, what about the 51? Did the 51 stay out? Yes, she did. So they are going to try a different pit strategy call here. Hadeland stayed out. Going to try. Oh, remember, Hadeland's got a fast car and only got destroyed by a pit stop. So now we got Hadeland back in this race. Hadeland and Speeds 1-3. This is the run that they need in order to get themselves out of relegation zone for Indianapolis. Here we go. Now will Quinn Kelly have to do anything with Hadeland here? Because Hadeland's been out there a bit. We are going to be going green this time. Anything in the comments? Nothing important in the comments there. Where are the lapped cars? Here they come. There's Coleman. And the lapped cars all showing up here. Ingrid Hadeland. Now leads this race. Could this be a big brain move by the Hadeland team? Hadeland leads the field to the green. Very late start. Hadeland did not get going on that start. Very poor start by Hadeland. And that's going to give Coleman a lap back. I think it will, unless if Hadeland can somehow get the outside chugging. And we are clear through the back. Hadeland dives it in deep. Coleman dives it in deeper. We got a crash! They're in the fence! And that's going to put Kelly back into the lead. Hadeland's got to be fuming with Coleman right now. Absolutely fuming. Faust slow on the inside. Is there an issue with that car? Doesn't appear to be. Speeds gets by Hadeland. Now Perkins is going to get by Hadeland. 78 in the fence. Big time. Quinn Kelly leads. The 78 back in the fence again. Oh no. Oh no. 3 wide. And we got a yellow flag. Looks like we got Griffith Morse. Oh, we got cars everywhere on the backstretch. They have not taken the yellow yet. And Quinn Kelly. I mean, Hadeland did do a smart move, gained a bunch of spots that way. But we got to see what caused the yellow. There was a very chaotic restart there, and here we go. Ooh. Looks like Morse goes underneath Grainer with a very last-ditch move there. Grainer didn't know that the car was under there. And then they're just beating around there, and... oh, no! Oh, and that's where Griffith and Lamas come in. Very late onto the scene there. And that brings out the yellow flag. Fix the standings. Oh, move it up. Sorry, my bad. So Quinn Kelly leads. Again, after Hadeland falls to 6th, but gained a bunch of spots because she was down in, like, 20th, I want to say, throughout that entire session. So she's back up to where she needs to be. This race just got interesting, didn't it? '27 is now the fastest car on track, doing a 16.9. So we know Speeds is quick. We know the 44 is quick, and we know the 34 now is quick. Because we have not seen that speed out of the 34 all weekend. Room of Doom should be interesting if that car fails, let's say. But hopefully it doesn't. Who's the slowest car on track outside of Rich Roy, who did a 30-second lap time up? Of course, 79. There. Who'd have ever thought that Quinn Kelly now might be the favorite to win this race? I don't think anybody had that predicted. But Ohio Motor Speedway can cheek out really surprising victors. And nobody pitted on that pit stop cycle either, so... I think they're all starting to realize that track position means everything around this track. And with the way the cautions have been flying, I don't think we've ever had this many cars on the lead lap in an Ohio Motor Speedway race. 34 cars still on the lead lap is very impressive for this track. In the comments, what are you guys all thinking? Vince Freeze, you still there? I know you're probably thinking something interesting. What about, yeah, it's just a real interesting... This has been one of the better short track races we've done around this track because, again, we don't typically... I don't typically like a lot of short track racing, neither does ARCSOA, but we're going to be going green here. Freeze is going to be the lead-off car on the inside, and we know Quinn Kelly's had really good restarts. So... Can he beat Freeze, though, off the line is a good question. Oh, we got another comment here. And there goes the pace car in. We don't have long in this race. If we get a green flag run, this very well could be the last caution very easily here. I mean, 25 laps goes real quick around this track. Glad I shortened the race a little bit because we'd be here a while if we didn't. And now Quinn Kelly will lead the field back to the green flag. We're going to go into the spectator cam because that's the easiest one. Kelly gets a great start, but Freeze gets a lot better start than a lot of the cars on the inside have been. And Freeze is going to get his lap back, I think. Easy there. Now will Griffin slam the door? Yes, he does. He puts his nose in there, bumps Kelly out of the way. Very high line there Kelly had to take because I think Griffin got in there. Oh, Griffin is not happy with Kelly trying to slam the door there, and Kelly isn't either. Perkins gets by Speeds for second. And I think Perkins now is in the catbird seat to win this thing. He's a hometown hero here in Ohio. Kelly now gets to the inside, or now has the inside available to him. And now we got a race on our hands. Perkins now in second position. Kelly is in the lead. But again, he's trying to lap a car that doesn't really like him that much. Vince Freeze is hoping for a yellow so he can get back on the lead lap because I believe Freeze's car is actually one of the top, 8th fastest car on the track. So Freeze really wants this. Perkins is going to try and... Perkins has got to get by Faust if he wants any chance at this. Has got to get by Faust. Whoops, didn't mean to do that there. And Kelly has the track position, but Kelly's running that middle to high line there. That's making his life, it's giving him the exit speed that Kelly wants. Oh, now Perkins dive bombs the 46 there. Fourth position now is Ard. Fifth is Brock. Where did Brock come from? He was down in like 30th earlier. And yeah, Brock really coming out of nowhere there. Oh, we got some slow cars back here as well. Like the Morse car. That's going to be a problem. We got a comment in the chat here. Let me check this here. And now Kelly now has to deal with Freeze. Because he's caught Freeze. And wow, Faust fought back. Got the position back there on Perkins. We're going to have to take a look at this. I thought Perkins had it, but no, apparently not. Faust fought back, and oh, that's what Kelly wants to see. Quinn Kelly might be an ARCSOA Elite Series winner here, and the thought of that, I think he's only qualified for 2 races. Oh, we got a yellow flag! What threw the yellow, I wonder? We're going to have to go back and take a look here. Alright, let's go around the track and see where the caution might have been. Oh, wow, big crash. Pericles. Ethan Moore and Carter Fitzgerald involved. Oh, they were just all trying for the same plot of land. Perkins, or Pericles, not Perkins. Pericles slides way wide, comes back down, and they're all trying to fight for the same amount of real estate here. And Carter Fitzgerald gets into the back bumper there of Moore. I got to put that one almost on Fitzgerald there because you're going to see Fitzgerald kind of dives into the right rear panel there of the 87 and can't do that. Can't do that. All right. Will they pit for tires here at the end of this race, I wonder? It doesn't look like it. Because I think pits are open this time. Let's go to the pit cam. Yes, pits are open this time, so they're not pitting. Quinn Kelly on pit strategy. That team was genius with their pit strategy. Of course, teammate Jared Vershagen didn't even qualify for this race. Quinn Kelly's a driver that some people for Season 28 might want to start looking at here. Because out of nowhere, he's leading this. Yeah. Sorry, Ryan. I got to kind of give that one to Rich Roy on that one. Because that was kind of... And this is another instance where you got to point and laugh at the Matthews Motorsport team, really. I hate to say it, but that one was on Fitzgerald. But it was also not helped by Pericles not giving any room either. So, again, it was two drivers who really didn't have situational awareness there. The unfortunate bystander there, though, was, who was the car on the inside again? Was it Morse? Might have been Morse. I think it was, or Moore, I'm sorry. Moore was the unfortunate bystander there. But, yeah. Here we go. We don't have long left in this race. Not at all. Quinn Kelly could pull off the biggest upset we've seen since the American 700 when Julius Castro out of nowhere won the race. So, here we go. Kelly's got Faust to the inside. And again, it's all about surviving these restarts here. One final look at the chat. We've got a couple of seconds here. Hello, Billy Bishop. And again, it's going to come down to a showdown here. Because we've got only about 13 to go. And if this stays green, this isn't going to be long. Number of cautions in this race, actually. It's turned into a bit of a caution fest later on. And we had a good green flag run at the start of this race, but how is Kelly going to manage this restart? Faust on the inside. He's been great on restarts all day. That time, not as much. Kelly did not get going on that restart. And how desperate is Perkins going to get, I wonder? Although he might get an area to slot in here between Griffin and Coleman. Because Coleman's car has notoriously been bad on the restarts. Faust in the fence. Kelly gets to the inside. But Kelly slides up! Makes contact there with Faust! Here comes Davidson! Down low! I think that's Davidson, or is that Ard? That's Ard, I'm sorry. Ard's gonna take over second! Ard is a man on a mission now! Ard has never won an ARCSOA Elite Series race. Neither has Kelly. He's going 3 wide on Coleman! And Faust, they're beating and banging! Ard backs out of it. Ard has to back out. Oh, this is thrilling stuff now. Oh, here comes Freeze on the track. Right where you don't want him. He slides wide to avoid the lapped cars. Or to avoid being a bad lap car. He forces up to the high line. Kelly's struggling with Griffin. Will Ard be able to get by Freeze? It looks like it. It looks like it. Took the air off the back bumper there of Freeze. But Freeze dives it in. Kelly gets by Griffin. And normally when we see an upset in the ARCSOA Elite Series, it's on a super speedway like the American 700. Castro won it on a survival race in the American 700. And typically on super speedways, there tends to be a bit of a different. There tends to be drivers who can come out of nowhere and win and possibly do well on super speedways. But on a short track, you rarely see it. And Ard is having a tough time getting by some of these lap cars. He finally does. Now Ard has to hope no yellow and chase down Kelly. Oh, that's a very nasty pack there. Nearly ended in tears there. And now Kelly is slow. Now Curtis is going to be a factor in this as well. Can Ard close in quickly here on Kelly? With only a handful of laps to go, I don't think there's enough time. I really don't think there's enough time. And right now, Kelly is faster than Ard. Quinn Kelly is on course to possibly pull off What is one of the biggest upsets this year, but he slides wide. Very slow lap time there. 17.599. 0.2 faster was Ard. One mistake could ruin it for Kelly. And Ard is on a mission with 2 to go. 2 laps to go for Quinn Kelly. This could be a huge upset. Kelly was faster that time. We're coming to the white flag and what could be a huge upset today. I don't think Lamas will be a factor. I don't think he'll catch him in time. Ard was a 10th quicker that time. Lamas in the fence. But this is all on Quinn Kelly. This is going to be a humongous upset for Quinn Kelly. Quinn Kelly wins the round of Ohio Motor Speedway. Ard comes home second. Curtis third. Fourth is Brock. Fifth is Grainer. And Perkins and Speeds have fallen back there at the end of that, despite being the fastest cars all day. Quinn Kelly with the biggest upset of, well, granted, oh, we got a big crash after the flag. What has happened here? Oh, dang. What happened here? Somebody broke down, it looked like. Oh! Morse! Did not use the brakes there, but weird incident. Somebody, what caused all that back up there? It was Stratan breaking down on track did. Then who else further back got involved? Luckily, this was all after the flag, so it really doesn't matter, I think, but... yeah. Weird end of that race. Couple more cars still chugging back to the pits, unfortunately for them. Damaged cars, but very sad finish to the race, really. But Quinn Kelly, biggest upset. I'm going to even say arguably more than Costra winning the American 700, because the American 700, like I said, is an endurance race that requires, and it's a super speedway, and a lot of drivers can win that race. Short track racing, that was all strategy there by Quinn Kelly to get that win. What a showing. Where did he qualify, out of curiosity? The 34. Down in 35th position he qualified. Quinn Kelly did. What a showing there. Quinn Kelly wins it. Ard second. Curtis third. Brock fourth. Grainer fifth. Perkins sixth. Speed seventh. Lothair Irvine eighth. Zayden Davidson ninth. Bobby Jones 10th. Hirano 11th. Kiterman 12th, Oskin 13th, Woodard 14th, Michaels 15th, other Woodard 16th, Stratan 17th, Pliskin 18th, Holiday 19th, Fitzgerald, despite being involved in a wreck, gets points, Abbott 21st, Fitzwater 22nd, 23rd goes to Pericles, 24th goes to Monaco, 25th to Longstocking, and then all these cars don't get points, that being Sanders, Moore, Griffith, Hart, oh gosh, our point leader Noah Hart, 2 races in a row with no points. Morse, Dunbar, Dormitory, Hadeland, Lamas. Lamas was in the wall, I think, every corner there. I think he had a tire going down, was just trying to hold on. Griffin, Coleman, Misaki, Freeze, Faust, Thaber, Lester Wester, and Roy there. Let me take a look at shout-outs here. Next weekend is Indianapolis. The Indianapolis 250, one of the biggest races of the entire season. Indianapolis is... I believe back in the day, one of your drivers, Billy, won it. Dragon of Data. Who won Sonoma again? I can't remember. I don't think it was anybody really that weird won Sonoma, but Quinn Kelly is in a very underfunded car that barely qualifies. Or heck, yeah, barely even qualifies for the race, qualified 35th, and somehow, on a miracle, won it. So... Indianapolis is the next weekend, is the next race weekend, Billy. Talladega is going to be the second to last race. So, Dragon of Data, I don't know who you are, actually. Do you have a driver in this series out of curiosity? Or welcome to watching, though. I know Billy's been occasionally watching in the past, but other than that, if you got any other questions, I will be in the ARCSOA Discord in a little bit here, so we can do points and Room of Doom. Of course, Room of Doom may disqualify you from the next weekend. So, Quinn Kelly, if his car was illegal, he would keep the win and the points, but he would also lose out on being able to... he would lose out on the ability to qualify next week. Oh, that's Dylan Speeds. I'm sorry. Another question for you. Vote for your reject of the day, everybody, before we go. Reject of the day. Type it in the chat now. Winner. It's kind of like driver of the day. I said it in the video. It's kind of like driver of the day, but reject of the day. It's kind of like F1's driver of the day, but who was the biggest bonehead in the series today? Type it in the chat quick, everybody. And I will keep an eye on it. Greg Woodard might be a good contender for it there, Rich. I could see that. I think Woodard is one of them. Any other people? Billy, if you got one, anybody, just come on up with who your reject of the day is, and then we will talk about it. Yeah, it looks like Woodard. Yeah, we got 3 Woodards now. 4 Woodards, or 3 Woodards now. Yep. I am thinking that's going to be a Greg Woodard reject of the day today. Came back to finish 16th, though. Good on Woodard on that recovery drive, but it was really a stupid move. Woodard, who do you think was reject of the day, Greg? You're going to be the last comment, I think, today. Before I end the stream. Who do you think's the reject of the day? Coleman for nearly wrecking Hadeland, yeah. Oh, yeah, Speeds did win a very late race move. But, again, Quinn Kelly barely qualifies. That's where I'm coming up with upset on this. Quinn Kelly, I think, has only qualified for 1 or 2 races before this. And now has won this race. So, out of nowhere, the Indiana native wins the race. So, if you are on Discord, please join the ARCSOA Elite Series Discord. I'm going to end the stream now. So, it's been great having all of you guys. The next race will be the Indianapolis 250 sometime next weekend. So, we will see you then.